Welcome to another appliance repair video where you can repair all your household appliances. Today we're working on the LG top load washer, and the problem that we're having is that the display board needs to be replaced. See, it's plugged in. You touch the power, or if any of the buttons don't work on the display, you can replace your display board. The display board is behind here with the main board. So I have to pull it out, get behind it, and take everything apart. I'll show you. The model number for this particular washer is Whiskey Tom 7600 Hotel Kilo Alpha. The part number for the display board is Echo Bravo Romeo 81634405. The display board looks like this. This is the back side of it. So I'd like to show you a few tools that I'm going to be using. It's kind of like to spread the main control board and the display board once I get in there. Little screwdriver. This is an extension for my drill, and you're going to do a lot of Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead to pry apart the main control board and display board. I'm going to be removing 5 screws for this. Take off this back panel here, and there's 3 on top, 1, 2, and 3, and then 4, you can see it right there, and 5. I'll do that now. I got the 5 screws removed, and now I'm going to remove the back panel. And how this comes out, some of them just come you just grab the end and it goes straight up and comes out easy, but this one is kind of held in there pretty good. So you grab the bottom and you pull out, hold this down, and you just pull out, and it comes right out. Feels like it's gonna break, but it's not. Next, we got to remove this trim piece right here. There's 2 screws behind it, one right here and one right here. I'll show it to you in order to take this off first so we can flip this over. The screw is right in there. Right where my screwdriver is. And the other one, I already took the left one off. Now I'm gonna take the right one off. It's more easier to see right here. Magnet, just in case you drop any screws. Try not to lose any. Now that we got the 2 screws out of the trim piece, there's tabs that are in slots in the top of it. So I go from the back side and push it out. And that's what it looks like. After removing the trim piece, there's another 2 screws to take out. One on the left and on the right. After removing the 2 screws, you should be able to grab the top control panel and just pull it upward and forward. What I do, there's still some clips and grooves in here that hold it. I don't want to break nothing, so I put this on the opposite side underneath as I just pull one side out at a time. So on this particular one, you just grab the knob and pull it out. That's what it looks like. Now to remove this metal cover, we have one screw right here. And then you got these, you're gonna use a screwdriver to just pry these grooves off of the tabs. And they got them on all sides. You got 3 over here as well. I'm gonna remove that one screw. In order to take this off, even though the screw is removed, you still have to, you could kind of pry out. Once you get one side off, the other side comes out. So if you had to just remove the control board is sitting on the display board, sits on the back of it. This is the display board. You would just remove all these connectors. It's all plug and play, and this is the wiring harness. And then you do have 2 of them because you got another one coming from over here. So you have 2 harnesses into the main control board. Just remove that, and you would have to detach it because it's clipped on to the display board. But I'm going to do something because I have to check to determine, to confirm that the control board is sending 5 volts and 13 volts DC to the display board. This is the ribbon harness right here. And on connector ground 4, I have that information because I have the service tech manual, is ground. 4 and 3 should give me, on wire 4 and 3 should give me 5 volts, and 4 is ground, and number 6, terminal 6, should give me 13 volts with the washer plugged in. So if you feel confident about doing this, you can. Just don't touch anything but your probes, and you're probing into the number 4 and 3 and 4 and 6. So as you can see, I got it plugged in, and without touching the power button, you see I have 4.9 volts. And because I'm probed into terminal 4 and terminal 3. Now I'm going to leave my ground, and I'm going to put the red wire in terminal 6 to see if I got 13 volts. And on terminal 4 and 6, I do not have, I still have 4.9. Regardless, it was the display board and not the main control board that was the issue. So now we have to remove 1, 2, I put an X because there's no screw there, 3, 4, then on the other side, 5, 6 screws to remove the display board, and the main board is attached to it off of the control panel. This is the control panel. So after removing your screws, I can only see one clip that's holding this down. You don't break it, it's right there. Check for any clips that are still holding everything down. It doesn't come out easy, don't force it. So I did just remove that one clip and it is loose and ready to come out. You don't have to remove the connectors from the main board. Just this one connector for the display. You could use a little screwdriver or you could use your fingers if you want. You got to push in the little tab. It's a little tab on there in the middle and you just push it in and then it can come out. I'm going to remove these tabs. Got two out. The other three, if you just slant it over, should come out. All right, so I got the main control board detached from the display board. So you just do everything the reverse. Put your connector on. Line it up and push in. When you hear a click, you know you got it. I'm gonna come over here and make sure these are on. Okay, so I got 3 on the left side, 2 clips on the right side, all ready to go in now. Put the knob back on the control panel. Okay, so with my right hand, I'm gonna grab the control panel display panel or snap together and just put it in the control panel. And I can put all my screws in. Okay, so I got all my screws in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I got 2 over here. And so I have my display and main board secured to the control panel. Now I'm ready to put the cover back on. Make sure you're not pinching any wires, and make sure your cables are where they're supposed to go. There's a little hole over here for this one cable. I'm going to push it down now. I think it's secure. When putting the knob back on, you can see the shaft or the stem that you're going to be putting the knob on. There's a flat spot. Let's see if I can give you a close-up. Flat spot over here has to line up with the flat spot in the shaft. So I know that flat spot is at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to take this knob and put it at 6 o'clock around there. Before putting everything together, you could check it and make sure it turns on. And that's music to my ears. The problem with this display board was actually the power button. It wouldn't retract and come back. It was defective, and that's why you had to replace the whole thing. Okay, so we see on here, pretty much just sits right in there, and put your 2 screws. Everything's in reverse. So how you put the trim piece back in, you put the top in first, put the tabs in, make sure they're in, and then just drop the bottom in. Now we're ready to put our 2 screws in the back of it. Putting the screws in the back. Put the one on the left side. Don't know if you can see that, but putting the left one on now. Okay, we're finally ready to put the last panel back on. See if I could do this with one hand. Put the top in first. And don't pinch your cord. And it's just gonna clip in. And it's all in, so ready to put my 5 screws back in, and we're done. Well, thank you for watching. If this video has been of benefit to you, hit the like, share, and subscribe. If you need to replace your display board on your LG top load or front load washer for that matter, you can do it. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.